Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Vinyl Den, your channel for record collecting by record collectors. My name is Nick.
I'm Ian.
And this week we're going to talk about something that I've seen a couple of times over the years and is kind of polarizing in the vinyl community. And that is whether or not to listen to your older vintage, especially sealed albums. So if you haven't done so yet, make sure you click on the link down below and go check out the Vinyl Den Facebook group. Just a kind of cool place to hang out and kind of continue the vinyl conversation, right?
And give your 2 cents.
Yeah, absolutely. And make sure you also click on the subscribe button and hit that
Notification. Dingy dingy.
So I know it's something that's come up quite a few different times. Like I said, especially like the last couple of years, I know just recently someone had bought, and I don't remember the name, I don't remember what album it was, but it wasn't in the Vinyl Den Facebook group. It was a different Facebook, in a different vinyl community group that I was in on Facebook. And someone had bought an album from, I want to say it was the early 80s.
Okay.
And the album was still sealed. Mm-hmm. And their question was in the post is, what should they do with it? Should they frame it and leave it on the wall, or should they open it up and play it? And I know this is something that is, like I said, very polarizing in the vinyl community. Try not to be too mean in the comments, but because I know for me, the way I look at it, and I assume you're probably in the same line also, is albums are kind of made to be listened to.
Right. I've purchased 2 albums that were still factory sealed. They were old, but still in their original seal because they still had the stickers on
the hype sticker
on them. And I opened them both up.
Yeah.
One was Twisted Sisters Stay Hungry, and the other one was Europe The Final Countdown. If I had another copy could get another copy that was in as good a condition to listen to, I could see framing it then, but like you said, you're buying this to listen to, generally speaking. Otherwise, you're just buying antiques to put on a shelf. Well,
and I guess that's the thing is, and that's the thing I always try to remember is people buy albums for
different reasons.
A bunch of different reasons.
Right.
I buy them to listen to. Other people buy them as art. There's lots of people out there that buy albums and don't even own a record player. They buy it because it's their favorite band. There is a band that I really love that I am a member of their fan club group on Facebook. And people post in there all the time albums that for the longest time I was desperately trying to find. And here is someone on the other side of the country that has it framed hanging on their wall.
Right. And you want to listen to it.
And I want to listen to it. But, and like I said, it's obviously, it's a personal choice. It's something that, each and every person has the right to decide what they want to do with it. Same thing with, a lot of people give people a lot of grief for buying albums at Walmart, even though I think it's really died down ever since the Metallica albums really, the exclusives came out a couple months back.
We've even talked about that. As long as Walmart doesn't have an entire quarter of a store dedicated to it, I think we're going to be all right.
But that's the thing is you're free to spend your money whichever way you want.
Right.
And I feel the same thing with albums. If it's an album you absolutely love and you buy it to hang on your wall, that's you're definitely within your right to do that. It just, for me, I just can't I can't see myself spending money on something and then not enjoying it that way.
Right. Yeah, I'm the same way. Like I said, if I could get if I ever find another copy of Stay Hungry that's sealed and it's not terribly expensive, sure, I'll buy it and I won't open it because I already have one open that's in great condition. But otherwise, I'm going to listen to it. I bought it to listen to.
Absolutely. I think another really good argument for opening and playing those older sealed albums is I've seen a lot of people post on social media that they bought an album that's even, just 20 or 25 years old that's been sealed for that whole time, that they've spent really good money on. I'm talking, well over $100, $150 on. And then they open this thing up to play it, and it's warped.
Right. Because even though it's sealed, it may have sat in a warm warehouse.
Yeah. The shrink wrap that's on those albums, they call it shrink wrap for a reason.
It puts pressure
when
on.
it heats up, it gets smaller.
Right.
So over the years, it can definitely shrink and warp the album inside of it. And that's just another big thing. Like when I'm looking on a site like Discogs and I'm looking at an older pressing, if I've got my choice, I'd probably buy something that's opened rather than something that's sealed.
Right.
Just because, at least if it's open and I'm going to spend good money for it, I'm able to message the seller and say, hey, can you send me some pictures of it?
Right.
And ask more questions about it. Because if it's sealed, it's really kind of a crapshoot.
It is. And to be fair, I bought those two that I bought that were sealed. I bought them from a store.
Yeah.
So from our local store, Dearborn Music. So, I was able to look at them before I purchased. I didn't open them obviously, but I could tell how the shrink wrap was on them and everything else. So I had that option. If you buy them on, from a online dealer, you won't have that option.
Yeah, you really don't know what you'll be getting.
Right.
So with that being said, there is an album coming out, or not really an album, it's a box set coming out by MXPX. It's a band that I absolutely love. They're one of my top 3 bands. They've got a box set coming out in June. I've got 2 copies of it on order. One that I plan on sitting up on that shelf and leaving it sealed, and the other one to obviously open up and play. But my big thing with that box set is, A, I had the money to spend on 2 of them, and B, there's an album in that box set that has never been available on vinyl before. It's one of my absolute favorite albums to listen to. And if it comes damaged, or if the box set comes damaged, there's no way for me to replace this.
Right. Because it was a limited edition.
Because, there was only 1,500 of these things made, and they sold out within 20 minutes. So my thinking was, if I buy 2 and one comes damaged, I've got one that's still in good shape.
Right.
Or if there's an album damaged in one, I can replace it. And the other one kind of put together a good box set. And then maybe down the line sell the other box set. We'll see. So I guess that's kind of where my exception to the rule is, I guess.
Well, to be fair, I bought 2 copies. I didn't kind of intentionally go out to buy 2 copies of the latest Jethro Tull box set that came out, but I did because I'm impatient. I had one on order, and they happened to have it at the store, so I bought it at the store and still kept my ordered one. I haven't unopened that. The one that I got from Amazon is still sealed.
Yeah,
I'll probably keep it sealed because it's a backup in case something ever happens, but it's also, it's my favorite band, so some things like that it doesn't bother me to do that. Yeah. But I wouldn't do it for just any band.
Yeah. So ultimately, I guess what we're saying is we buy music to listen to, but we also buy music to not listen to.
Right. Well, if I only had 1 copy, it'd be open.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. It just so happened I have 2 copies of that, just like your box set, your MXPX box set. You have 2. So there's no reason to open the second one unless it becomes necessary.
Yeah. And I've seen people talk about that online also, that they've got a vintage collectible edition, and they also have their playing version of that same album.
Yeah. That, to me, that makes more sense than just buying an album and not opening it. If you don't already have if you have a copy of it and you keep one sealed, that makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably how I would do it. If, like I said, if I found another copy of that Stay Hungry that was sealed, and it was a reasonable price, I'd probably buy it. In fact, I actually want a MoFi version, but I'd probably open that too.
Yeah.
So that's a bad example, but
Well, that's all we got for this week, guys. Thanks for checking the show out. Drop us a comment down below and let us know what you guys think. Do you guys think it's worth keeping some of these older vintage albums sealed up, or do you think it's it's time to open those things up and give them a spin and listen to them? It's an interesting conversation. I know it can be a polarizing conversation also. So just let us know what you guys think. While you're at it, make sure you click the subscribe button down below. Give us the old thumbs up. What else are you supposed to do, Ian?
Dingy dingy.
Dingy dingy. Hit the notification bell so you get notified every time we release new episodes. Well, that's all we got. Until next time.
Talk to y'all later.
Keep on spinning. Peace.